to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Check this out. Check it out.
Double murder earlier this month was part of a $20,000 gang hit, according to an arrest warrant. We just received these mugshots of Jaquan Mills and Diamond Harris, arrested last week in the murder of a local teenager and a man who was driving him for Uber. Community advocates say this shows how out of control gang violence is here in our city. News 4 Jax reporter Vic Micolucci tells us detectives believe the victims were set up.
A high-dollar hit. Jacksonville detectives believe this October 6th double murder in Moncrief was not random. Instead, it was a gang-related contract killing worth $20,000.
The dollar figure that's attached to that is fairly high.
We found this information in the arrest reports for 22-year-old Jaquan Mills and his girlfriend, 23-year-old Diamond Harris. Detectives believe Harris lured one of the victims, 19-year-old Antonio Tilley Jr., who thought he was meeting her for a date. Investigators accuse Mills of killing Tilley instead, collecting half of the bounty on his head. Police say they've identified another suspect involved in the murder, but they're still trying to track that person down. Tilley's Uber driver was caught up in the violence and also killed, shot in the car he was driving to make a living.
He's caught literally in the middle of this $20,000 hit, unbeknownst to him.
He's been identified as 31-year-old Bryant Grund. Former JSO director Tom Hackney says it shows the senselessness of gang violence.
In order to successfully prosecute a case like this, you want to be able to answer as many questions as you possibly can. And that does it. It spiderwebs out from there about not only who completed this hit, but who set the hit.
Jacksonville police told us earlier this year they were tracking 32 active gangs with nearly 600 members. They're responsible for a large number of the city's shootings.
The solution is that we have to be more involved.
A.J. Jordan with Mad Dads is calling on the community as gangs continue to wreak havoc in the city.
A.J., we're looking at cases where gang members are arrested en masse sometimes, right? Police are getting a lot of gang members behind bars, but then we're still seeing gang violence. Is it just new people filling the void?
It's always been one down, one up. It's always somebody to take their place. And once again, that comes back to the community. When that one pops back up, we have to turn them in. We have to get them off the street.
Why are these primarily young men getting into gang violence?
I think it's a combination of everything, a breakdown of the home, not having fathers in the home, mothers working all the time, and just not having enough to do to keep them busy. I talked to one a while back, and he know the consequences of it. But he said, it's worth it. That's what he told me. He said it's worth it because they get a lot of money really quick.
I did reach out to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office about this case. A police spokesperson told me that it is still open and an ongoing investigation, so JSO wasn't going to comment, but he said detectives are hard at work. I'm Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you for watching our digital media, and thank you for your support.